Google. Let's go get him again.
Welcome back to the Robes Away channel. I'm your host, Mark, and welcome to your unboxing first impression video. Friday, here we are, brand of Yves Saint Laurent Hype Beast, La Nuit de l'Homme, the original. It was a Hype Beast, don't get it twisted. And of course, its flanker, Bleu Électrique, is going to be unboxed today, and you see one that hasn't been unboxed yet. I was skeptical. When I first heard of this new release, I was scared to see a Sauvage blue scent. I absolutely hate blue scents. I'm already scared of Bleu Électrique right now, that it's compared to Versace Eros, probably one of the worst designer fragrances of all time. Hype, crappy, horrible fragrance. So I was kind of scared that you're gonna put some blue with La Nuit de l'Homme DNA. Absolutely love this. The original hype man was J.R. Ryder on YouTube back in 2010. Even though I did a video in 2009 really loving this fragrance, he really pushed it to the masses. So the original hyper was J.R. Ryder, and this is a line I collect. If you didn't know, I collect within my collection. So I collect collections in the designer realm, especially with flankers, of some of my favorite designers, even some that aren't my favorites. But La Nuit and L'Homme from YSL is a line that I collect, and it's a pricey collection because they continue to flanker up almost every year. So this one right here, first of all, the nose behind this is Rapillon Genius. Really nice to see him attached to this. This received tons of hype, and I think only because of limited stock. There's that real thing in our fragrance community that when it's not available in the United States, people start freaking out. I've seen it when I first started on YouTube in 2009 with 1 Million by Paco Rabanne. Was not available in the United States. People were going crazy, and it continues. Like, Europe gets the new stuff first, and then it trickles down, or never trickles down, or the Middle East gets it first. So there is that hype. There was tons of stock all over the world of this stuff, except for the US for some reason. I got mine from YSL directly, yslbeauty.ca, and in Canada, of course. It was readily available in Canada when this whole, oh my God, there's no Bleu Électrique anymore, people are spending $200-300. I got mine, I paid retail, because obviously I got it from the YSL website. I get a couple samples with that, so that kind of helps. But just for fun, I just looked at the YSL website in Canada. This thing's out of stock, so no. One thing I can say with, and I don't want this to run too long, but I'll be honest, a lot of these hype beasts that are not available in the US type of thing, they're hardly worth 200 USD or more. People are asking on eBay, Facebook groups, whatever. It's almost best to just move on. A lot of these fragrances, as a collector, I would, just because I'm that crazy. But other than that, you know, I don't see the worth in it. So I'm already stating my piece on this without even smelling it, because I know through history there's no flanker worth that much money, honestly, out of a release. But anyway, a line that's very solid. I'll be honest, I'm a huge fan of the original, and throughout the lineup, Frozen Cologne, among all the EDPs and all that, they're all pretty solid, honestly. And I haven't unboxed my Bleu Électrique for good reason, to continue that theme, that they're all pretty solid. I'm really scared of this one. I think this one's gonna be horrible. Yeah, I have my hopes up on this release because a lot of people are saying it smells like this one. So I got my bottle at launch, so I'm not worried about it. I got a small dent into it. I'm not worried about backup bottles, whatever. But let's open this one up. Let's take a look at this one. Let's sniff it out. I'm wearing nothing today. It's going to be my scent of the day. I've been holding on to this bottle for a long time, and I'm finally unboxing it. It's about time. And now it's going to be my first blue bottle in the line. Bleu Électrique, of course, is going to be next to be unboxed from the line for obvious reasons. There's no other ones to unbox. So there it is. I got the big boy just cuz, and I like the blue gradient. I don't like the name. I'm not a fan of naming at least the flanker Bleu Électrique, Eau Électrique. I don't know. I don't get it. But anyway, let's sniff it out. Let's see what I get out of Bleu Électrique. Yeah, it does have that original DNA. I can confirm that already. And okay. Yeah, that is nice. It should pull a lot from this one, but it does. The brightness isn't that big of a factor. Like I was thinking, you know, ginger or bergamot is going to really brighten this fragrance up. There's geranium in here, so you never know if you're going to get like a menthol minty feel that geranium gives. And people are saying like a fresher opening. Mildly saying that. It really is very much similar to the original La Nuit. Powdery. I don't know, like I'm not getting, come on. Yeah, a little bit. A tiny whisper of something a little cleaner. Lavender will do that, of course. At the end of the day, honestly, wow. It's a good release. And again, I would not spend $200+ on this USD. I would not, obviously not. In Canadian, that's almost $300. I'm not crazy. Retail, yeah, it's good. Especially if you don't own this, forget about that. And you kind of just got into YSL like 5 years ago, La Nuit. You're like a little noob here. And you kind of wanted to see what this is all about. I haven't smelt the current formulation of this. People are saying it's horrible. I don't want to. But not that far off. And maybe my nose is on vacation today, but I don't feel like there's really much to decipher here that it's crazily different. So it's not... The only thing you can get out of this review from other reviewers, I would say, is it's not as fresh as people say up top, that they're saying a fresher opening. That's saying that lightly, honestly. You know, bergamot, it's there. Ginger, it's there, but it's very mild. It really doesn't affect the theme because the cardamom comes punching through lavender. It's nice though. It really is nice. So at the end of the day, hype worthy? Not really. It's good. It's nothing new. It's not adding, personally, it's not adding anything to the DNA enough to say, oh, this stands out between all the rest. It really doesn't have that difference maker appeal for a flanker. You know, when I want a flanker, I don't want it to smell like the original. I want, you know, not just bits and pieces. You know, you heard this from me a lot, like watered down version of the original. I'm not a fan of that. Even this has probably more power, or the same power as the La Nuit now. I don't see a big difference maker in here. So at the end of the day, okay, good addition for me. I can't wait to start delving into it as far as the test drive goes. You know, let's see how this progresses on my skin. How's the longevity and projection on this? And then of course comparing it to the original and see how it does. Again, I got the one that people would like to spend $300 on. But at the end of the day, as far as hype goes, meh. No, it's good. It's a good designer release, of course. The original was great. This one is just as good. But I'm trying to find what sets it apart. What makes it so good compared to, and I can't. So that's my thought. So now that I've heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. Again, probably a polarizing review here. I didn't bash it. I didn't, sing it its praise. These kind of reviews, a lot of reviewers kind of stay away from. I'm in the middle. Like, I'm right there. Like, it's good. Yeah, it's okay. Is there a big difference between, no, when I want a La Nuit flanker, I want something punchier, something a little different. Use the DNA and make it more, I don't know, boozy. Do something else with it. Heavy woods, something a little different. Here, if that's all you got is a little bit of that bergamot and ginger opening to brighten it, and again, it's not a big factor, you're not winning points with me. Solid flanker? Sure. Standout? No. Collector item? Yeah, for me, of course. There you go. It's with its babies. There we go. Now we got to unbox this poop. Can't wait for that one. Eros, here we come. They better not have, but they probably did. But at the end of the day, yeah, solid release. That's pretty much all you're going to get from me for first impression, at least. I can't wait to do a test drive on this to let you know, okay, all right, so this is what it did in the back end. I'm assuming not too many changes here. I guess more woody. There's cedarwood and vetiver in here. Maybe there's hope for a change in the back end. Make it a little darker, a little woodier. We'll see. But as always, a great report fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your La Nuit flanker wisely. And I'm looking at you. Choose it wisely. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.